All right, welcome to episode 280 of the BIB podcast. I'm Jonathan Taylor, along with my good buddy David Dutton, joining me today.
One and only, thank God.
The one and only. Mm-hmm. And today, David, we're going to talk about, because I mentioned this in a BIB tip of the week, and then I posted a blog about it this past week on the whole process of collaborative publishing. I just got through publishing a book, Selling on the Green, or finished putting it together. It's in the process of being published. And I kind of went through the whole process of that because we've talked about this about a year ago. Kind of went through, and you actually did a meetup. And I took a lot of the stuff that you had presented and that we've learned over the years. You did a meetup presentation on this whole process.
I forgot. That was the topic.
Yeah, that was the topic.
Cool. Man, we should do that one again.
Yeah,
I forgot
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we got a lot. I mean, we had a lot of great response on it too. But it's all the whole process of like publishing a book, but not having to be like the sole author, like the person that writes every single word of it.
Your name's still on the cover.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, you know, I almost put a Facebook post out the other day about like, I might actually write my own book. you know,
one of these days.
One of these days, I actually might write my own book or whatever.
Right.
Even though I published 3 of them.
Yeah, right.
You know? And I think ideas, you know, it's like, you got to have the ability to sell.
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking about selling. I'm like, what I like about this collaboration books is like, people in the book want to buy it.
Yeah.
And they're going to spread the word without you. So you're building like a sales force.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what I like about that.
So in essence, you're multiplying not only your
time.
You're leveraging your time because you're multiplying your writing efforts because you're getting this done in a lot less time.
Yeah.
If you did it yourself, and then you're multiplying your sales force, which is like you're multiplying the factor of you times however many people that contributed.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are going to be out there promoting the book because they're in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people that would love to publish a book, but they, for whatever reason, they haven't. Whether it be time, confidence, or know-how, or anything, just a million different things. But they would love to be in a book if you pitched them, on the right topic, And so, I mean, it's just easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done 3 of them now, 2 of them in a year. And you just did one.
Yeah.
I just did one. I ghost wrote this one. I'm not going to say which one it was, but I ghost wrote it for a client. She actually didn't write any of it. She wrote the introduction of the book, and I that's it.
That was it.
That was it. I wrote the rest, and then we actually put interviews in it as well because people like stories, So we put interviews of people making money online and that type of thing. So, but it's it's a really cool.
So how did
really cool
what
thing.
was the process? Because this was a little bit different than like the book when you did the Ultimate Nashville
Ultimate National Business Guide,
and
then the Women's Edition,
and that was more of a local where you approached a lot of people. In this instance, it was a use of which we're going to talk about use of Help a Reporter, which is a great source because I mean you can get people from. Not only in your area, but all over the country. Yeah.
So what Jonathan's talking about, I think, what you want to do is kind of pick a topic that you want to do like a collaboration on. You just did golf for people that, are in the sales profession that like golf and want to learn how to use golf to build relationships and close deals and that type of thing. So that's the book you just did. So you pick a topic and you think about who would benefit from that.
Right.
And then you think about, you approach those people. And it's really easy to find people.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've only had like 1 or 2 people ever to like turn me down. It's not even because they thought the idea sucked. It was just other reasons or whatever. But we've got a kind of a cool deal with helpareporterout.com. So he has Jonathan has an account there. And what this does is basically there are people that are experts on a billion different, there's all kinds of different topics.
Right.
And Jonathan has an account. And so when he needs something like an expert, say, to interview on BIB podcast or whatever, or be in his golf book or whatever, he can put a query. You call it a query?
Query.
Yeah, a query. Put a query out there and just say, this is who I'm looking for. And people will respond. And man, have they responded. I mean, like, not only did you do it for your golf book and found like crazy cool people that you never would have met.
Yeah, from all different.
I mean, it's so random. Like, there's no way more than
I
likely
never
you
would have
not
gotten in
admit
touch with those.
no,
and assembled that many people at one time in such a short time.
in a short period of time. This is only like a month or two or something like that. And so, and we did it for my client. We posted another query for my client, and I got like 8 or 10 people that are in the book for this next one. And then I'm doing a new collaboration book. I don't have a problem sharing what I'm doing with it. I love marketing. That's what Jonathan and I, marketing and sales, that's what we usually like to talk about. And so I love like case studies and how people have grown their business. That's just, I mean, it's a book that I would read personally. Yeah. And so there's tons of people that, you know, have had a business that they've done something really cool that had generated a conversation, generated a lead, or, you know, a sale for their business. Right. And so I thought, I'm going to put together a collaboration book of like probably 50 to 100 people. Right. I mean, it's going to be like a huge book, and get them to submit one thing that they, one kind of strategy, one case study that, or strategy, technique, however you want to say it, that they've used to actually grow their business. Right, right. And, you know, put their name in it, their profession. What they do. Yeah, what they did, and then like an company. Action step. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I'll give them, you know, little props as well. If they got a website or a company, they want to, you know, pitch. So it gives them, you know, credibility. Not credibility, but publicity or whatever. Publicity, yeah. And so that's what I'm doing. So we're going to put out a query on Haro, help a reporter out, and people will submit, and I know we're going to get flooded. Oh, yeah. I mean, for that topic? Yeah, for that topic, we're going to get flooded. Yeah. Hey, I've got a story to share. You know, you get like boom. 30. Yeah, easily. Yeah. So I'm going to get just a ton of them, and then compile them in a book. Yeah. And I might share a case study like in the book, but this is a book that I probably won't write. I might write the introduction to it. Yeah. And that's if I don't get somebody that's like really cool and famous to write it. To write the forward or whatever. Yeah. But I won't even write it. But the thing is, I'm going to have 50 to 100 people in this book. Right. Sharing their case study. Yeah. And stories sell, facts tell. So I like that. I'm kind of predisposed to stories. Like I like that angle because I know, you know, social psychology and how we respond. Yep. So I like that angle, you know, and it's just something I've been thinking about for probably about a year. Like that book I've been sitting on in my brain, and I just got through publishing a book for a client. And what's the title of that book? The one for Deborah's. It's called Plan B. Yeah. How real people are creating using the internet to create a second income. Okay. It's called Plan B. And so I just got through doing that one, and so walk through the workflow of that was contacting, obviously getting people to submit. Did you interview? Because this is a little bit different. Okay. I did interviews on mine, but you actually did something different. Yeah, you know what? It's interesting. So we've done variations. So like my 2 Nashville books, which you can link to, you know, in the show notes or whatever. But it's my 2 Nashville books. I actually had people write their chapter. Right. You know, shocking. Like people actually like wrote it for me, and they're glad, they're happy. Yeah, you know. All right. So there's that. But you actually did an interview, and you had yours transcribed, didn't you? Well, I had them. I did the interview, but I also asked them to submit a chapter because I didn't want it they wrote too. They had to write it too, but then I wanted to use the interviews for the bonus audios in the book. Okay, so that's how you did. So you did it similar to that one, right? And the other one what I did on Deborah's book is just to add extra content to the book that's like really cool and kind of. I just know this market struggles, you know, the people that want to make money online, they struggle with like confidence and is this real? Right. So can I do this? I wanted to like solidify, like confirm that all the stuff you just read about, like how to do this, here's real people doing that. Right. And so that's why I did that. Yep. I wanted to kind of use it to build the confidence of the people reading the book and say, oh, okay, this actually can work. It is possible. So what I did was I actually had a Google Doc. Once people said, yes, I want to be in the book. So Deborah found some, and then I wrote one, and then we had Haro, you know, submit several people from Haro. Yeah. I think I had 10, 15 questions. I can't remember. Sure. I put them on a Word doc, and we just emailed it to them, and they answered it. and I put the instructions on the top of the page. Hey, this is going to be in a book. This is who it's for. You need to write a minimum of 500 words.
Okay.
And because I wanted each interview to be
unique.
Well, unique, but also like 2 or 3 pages.
The
average page on words on a page is 250.
Yeah.
So I wanted 2 to 3 to 5 pages of content per interview.
Right.
That's kind of what I was going for. And then plus also wanted them to have more like detail. Just don't generalize what you did. Tell us.
Give some specifics. Tell stories.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I did that. So they submitted the Word doc, and then I said, hey, I need it back by this date.
Yeah.
And then they emailed it back, and then what I did was I put it on a Google Doc. And then once the book is on a Google Doc, now actually, then I had it edited.
Yeah.
And then shipped over to my book layout guy. And that's kind of how I did that.
You see the workflow and process. And I mentioned this on a blog post this week. The important part of this whole process is to really have almost like a workflow chart. Okay, it's almost like a factory. Here's the here's the interview. Here's what we do the interviews, and then this moves on to the next.
And I'm getting better. Like, there's still a leaky hole. When I say leaky holes, it's actually me. Like, I just need to like systematize it more. It's already a system, but I need to like I think I could be a little bit more efficient. But yeah, there is a flow, to what you're doing, and I've kind of got it down. There's only a few players in it. You need whoever's writing the book, or being in the book or whatever. However you're going to do it. There's that. You need the graphics. The book cover.
Oh, which is important. And we're a big fan of 99 Designs, which is just amazing.
Yeah. So I have like 3 or 4 designers that I go to, and they do a great job. But I just wanted to try it, because I was fascinated. I've known about it for a while, 99 Designs, but I was really fascinated by just you can spend $300 for a book cover, and you get minimum 30 or 40 designs. This last one. I had over 50 designers, literally 50 different designers, submit over 246.
Gosh.
I had 246 designs I could choose from.
Wow.
And I did choose from. I mean, I just kept, some of them were obviously I'm not going to do it, so I eliminated those. And
the great thing about it is you can run a competition, which you did, and
I narrowed it down,
posted on Facebook and to your groups where people can come in and vote, and sometimes it's like the one that you like is like doesn't end up being the one that wins. People and it's real interesting to get people's comments on why they pick a certain design over others. But that's
I think it's important to get your ego out of the way, because the thing is you want to sell the book.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, just because you like it, I mean I don't let that factor. Like, there's things like I like the one that got chosen for Deborah. I like it a lot. Obviously, it was in my top 6, and you can choose 6 to move on to the next round.
Yeah,
and I had 246 designs.
Yeah,
so it was ridiculously hard.
Yeah,
and the one that actually won barely made it, but like they were all that good. It wasn't even like that one sucked. Yeah. It was just. God, man, it was hard because you could just get 6 designers to take to the next round. But, but the thing is, like, you got to sell the stuff first, and so you got to catch their attention. So, I'm working on another project with our friend Bob Hutchinson. It's a book about movie marketing. They have a website called Seatsy or whatever.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I'm doing that, and I don't even know exactly what the content will be, but I'm already working on the book cover in my head, the concept and the title of the book, because and then the content will flow from that. And that's just, I'm not, saying like I'm the best or this is the only idea, but my thing is like you got to sell stuff.